up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kim Kardashian, you have been hit with a slurry of bad press, and you are doing everything you can to change the conversation from what? Tom Brady, humiliation, Jeff Bezos' wedding, Lauren Sanchez allegedly laughing, and Sweeney telling all your business. Y'all, what am I talking about? Let's get into this. Hunker down, because if you guys don't know, Kim literally just announced that she's doing that little skim surgery mask. Now, first of all, that surgery mask is $50. Second of all, you can get the same one from CVS for $3.99, maybe Amazon $8. But third of all, every single time Kim comes out with something nonsensical, she does it to change the timeline. She does it to change the news sources. What news source is she trying to change now? Well, remember when she came out with that little nipple Skims bra that came and went? She was getting a slurry of bad press then, but that's all everybody started talking about. Now she's doing the same exact thing, but with that stupid face mask. And you know how you know it's BS? She only came out with two colors, brown and tan, and it looked like it was leftover shreds. So I know what you're saying. Tisa, get to the point. What else could she be trying to change the subject from? How about abject public humiliation from none other than her karma named Tom Brady? They are saying that Kim is in meltdown mode. Sweeney is getting everything Kim thought was promised to her. That's right. Kim was also auditioning to be Aryan Barbie, but Kim, it's not going to work. Sydney's half your age. She is the white, which I would think would be the first prerequisite for being Aryan Barbie. And she don't got 4 kids by Kanye West, okay? But at the end of the day, Kim was said to be super, super excited about what was going on with her and Tom Brady. Apparently, she is still kind of, I don't want to call her a sneaky link, but something is still going on between her and Tom Brady. And by that means, Kim would like us to believe that something's going on. And Tom Brady is like, no, don't hold my hand in public. That's all I'm saying. Do not hold my hand in public. So get this, right? Here's what Kim's trying to hide. Kim said she felt invisible. She is super upset, sad, and furious that Tom Brady's attention towards Sweeney left her triggered at the wedding. It wasn't just Tom Brady's attention. Let's also not forget that Jeff Bezos just invested $1 billion in Sydney's rival lingerie brand. And this is after Kim spent the better part of 2 years kissing Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's butt, trying to be their besties, hoping she could get that $1 billion investment. Let's get into this. Side note that Jeff Bezos doing Amazon on Kim Kardashian. You know, Amazon literally collabs with local sellers and then they start taking over themselves. That's kind of like what he did. Okay, but we love to see it, because hasn't Kim done that to every little designer that she even goes by their For You page, and the next thing you know, Skims has a version of it? I'm just saying. So get this. This has been reported on multiple outlets, but they said Kim reportedly felt sidelined at Jeff Bezos' wedding as Tom Brady seemingly focused his attention on Sweeney. Sources suggest that Kim, who allegedly harbors a crush for Tom, was disappointed by his interest in Sweeney. Okay, so listen. This has triggered Kim, considering her prolonged single status and, Kanye West's public behavior. I mean, at the end of the day, you know the man you married and divorced. Anyway, they said Tom Brady turned heads at Jeff Bezos' wedding in Venice, as it was rumored that Tom was trying to romance Sweeney at the lavish wedding. But now the drama has pulled in Kim Kardashian. It seems Kim was not too happy the way things unfolded between Tom and Sydney at the wedding. Now, 2 things. It's not just Sweeney, okay? Tom was just on a date with Sofia Vergara, whatever. He was on a date with Miss Hot Mama, Sophia V, okay? On top of that, Tom Brady, for whatever reason, is embarrassed of Kim. He doesn't want to be seen. He's fine for her to give her late night dinners and give her advice at his house over real estate stuff. But when it comes to publicly being seen with her, it won't happen. She even showed up at this roast and everybody called her a ho, ho, ho. And Tom just stood there giggling. And remember, Kim was so mad about it, she made them cut it out of any future airings of the Tom Brady roast. Anyway, let's get back into Kim. They said Kim felt invisible as Tom Brady gave more attention to Sydney Sweeney than her. Okay? A source revealed that Kim was pretty upset. They said Kim went into the wedding with high hopes. She knew Tom was going to be there, and she's always had a thing for him. But he paid Sydney Sweeney way more attention, to the point of she said that she felt invisible. Let's also not forget that Tom was just spotted having a good time on a yacht with actresses Dakota Johnson and Kate Hudson in Ibiza. And he was spotted recently hanging out with model Brooks Nader and actresses Sofia Vergara. And, of course, Sydney Sweeney. This is actually really, really sad. But they snapped them on a date with them. Now, here's the thing why Kim's really having a meltdown. Kim's realizing she's not the it girl anymore. And that's triggered all her worst insecurities. They say Kim has been single for so long, it's really starting to mess with her confidence. They're saying she still looks incredible, arguably, but she's in her 40s and has 4 kids. And they tried to say Kanye's continuing unhinged behavior. You cannot blame Kim Kardashian's life on Kanye anymore. They have completely separated themselves. We don't even think of Kim when we think of, we do, but we don't. We don't point the finger at Kim anymore for Kanye's behavior and vice versa. Okay? Now, here's the funny thing. When you say she's realizing she's not the it girl anymore, there's also the issue of the Kardashian media machine. Now, hear me out. The Kardashian media machine, i.e. Kris Jenner, knows everything, sees everything like the all-seeing eye of Horus. And every single time something happens, they keep firm control on the media to make sure that nobody can ever talk trash about them. Okay, so what does this have to do with Kim? Well, think about it. Kim and her media campaign and all those bots that are always in the comments being like, yes, Queen Slay. We look at it as Kim has this loyal following that still sees her as an it girl. And you know that Kim always is super competitive and she's not going to let that go. You see even the way she's competitive with her sisters. All right. So you see all this engagement and you're like, what would Kim have to worry about? Maybe Kim has to worry about the truth, because maybe as much as we might not know it, Kim knows what's paid for. Kim knows what fake engagement is. Kim knows who's checking for it and not. Kim knows what her marketing metrics look like. Kim knows how popular she is and how much or much not campaigns are built, live, erected, and die by her touch. Kim knows. I don't think it's all about just her looks, even though she is obsessed, but she needs to go to Lindsay Lohan's surgeon because, girl, what? Exactly. One surgery away. That's all I'm saying. One surgery away from being on an episode of Botch. Her nose can't get any narrower. She needs to stop. But here's the thing with the it girl. In the circles Kim is in, okay, they know what's going on. They know how much is bought and sold, and they know how much she might not be the it girl anymore, and they are whispering and they are giggling and they are laughing at it, okay? And they're saying that's why Kim is truly melting down. Okay, now let's also not forget that Kim at one time hoped that she could get a romance with Tom Brady and her. They were both divorced from their partners. They have children, and also they're pretty close in terms of age. Now, Kim thought at first, oh my God, maybe because Sydney is like half my age, but then he was on a date with Sophia V, who is older than her. Looking good, might I add, but she's older than her. So now Kim's like, what is the problem? She's coming to see that she is an embarrassment, and why people might invite her over late at night for real estate advice is Tom really checking for her in the daytime. Okay? Again, the rumors were short-lived. The rumors fizzled out. So I know what you guys were just saying. So what happened between Tom Brady and Sydney Sweeney in Venice? Wow. Again, according to TMZ Sports, Tom was blown away by Sydney. Okay? And he was trying to dance with her at the bar and was also spotted trying to speak to her. Okay? In pictures that went viral after the wedding, Tom was also seen on a walk with Sydney and Orlando Bloom in Venice, even though neither of them stars, even though nobody's reacted to the dating rumors, okay? Now, again, people are saying that Sydney was not really feeling Tom and was not really checking for Tom Brady either. Again, how embarrassing is that? The man that you have been chasing all over the world and you keep trying to get him to claim you in public. There is a little girl half your age that he's trying to dance with, and she's just looking at him like, okay, boomer, and moving on. Anyway, listen, this story is developing. There's lots of news about Kim's new competition with Sydney Sweeney. I hope to God this is just dumb gossip, but there are too many things pointing to the fact that it might be right. I'll tell you one thing. Kim needs to hang it up. God, at the end of the day, no, you cannot be Arian Barbie. Why? Because Kim. Go give those babies a kiss good night and find something else to do, because, baby, this is not it. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. It has been reported by multiple outlets what was happening at the Bezos wedding. Oh, I know if there's one person that's laughing, it's probably Lauren Sanchez, but that's a video for a different day. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.